Before we dive into today's episode, we want to provide a quick discretion notice. Spirits with Crime is a podcast that explores true crime and paranormal stories, often delving into unsettling and sometimes disturbing subject matter. The content we discuss may not be suitable for all audiences, and listener discretion is advised.
While we strive to present these stories with respect and sensitivity, we understand that they may evoke strong emotions or discomfort. We encourage you to care for your well-being and pause or skip any segments that you find distressing.
Many of the topics we discuss are based on real-life events, and we make every effort to provide accurate information. However, due to the nature of the subjects, details may vary or be subject to differing interpretations. We encourage further research and exploration for a comprehensive understanding of the stories we present.
Lastly, our themed cocktails are meant to enhance the overall experience and provide a unique connection to the episode's topic. We remind you to drink responsibly and be aware of your own limits. Never drink and drive. Enjoy the episode.
Hello, spooky people.
We're bringing back making the drinks.
We are. If you couldn't tell, our setup is a lot different. We've been excommunicated from our little room for lots of reasons. So here we are in the living room. I'm sure you can see our lovely lights back there where we recorded the last couple episodes. We'll be back there again, and we're just here at the bar top to make the drinks for you guys. But welcome to the show. If you're new here, we are a show all about true crime stories, paranormal stories, cocktails. So if you like all those things, stick around. I'm sure it'll be exciting. I'm Danielle.
I'm Carly.
And we are your hosts. Let's see. If you would love to follow us beyond the podcast, again, we have Instagram and TikTok. We're also on YouTube, so if you're just listening to the audio, go check us out on YouTube. I know a lot of people have been watching, which is lovely. Mm-hmm. And now that we're bringing back making the cocktails, I think it would be a good opportunity to follow along when you're making the drinks. Mm-hmm. If you want like a longer version instead of the short little TikTok tutorial. So that's what we're here to do for you guys. There you'll also see exclusive footage of us doing the Lord's work and being entertainers. The only way that we know how. So yeah, we make fools of ourselves online, and it's just a good time.
It's a great time.
So join us. Let's see. In our last episode, we talked about Jim Jones and his culty ways, and we've been doing a really terrible job at talking about the cocktails. Yeah. Especially for that episode, I don't think we mentioned it. But we do have photos posted on the Instagram, and the video will also be out on TikTok if you'd like to watch it. And we also made a little mocktail because someone requested some mocktails. Yes. Chloe, I think. I don't know if that's your name, but that's your name on TikTok. Yeah. So
Chloe from TikTok.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
We made some for you. I hope you liked it.
We were really excited.
We were very excited. It made our whole weekend.
Yeah, it really did.
We don't have a mocktail for this one, but to be fair, we also don't like gin. Yeah. So we'll probably bring it back for you guys.
If you guys want mocktails, then just let us know and we'll make more.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to even be part of our videos. If you want a mocktail, we'll do a separate video for you. It doesn't have to be like coming out with everything. If you want to, let us know. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Speak up. Say it with your chest.
Yeah. For the people in the back.
Yeah.
And then we will also be posting recipes everywhere. So that's for you guys to follow along. If you want to be your own bartender, or if you are a bartender, DM us because we need help, obviously. We're running out of ideas, but
and we don't know how to candy lemons.
Oh yeah, you guys will see.
That was poorly.
That was mostly my fault.
Yeah. I wasn't even gonna attempt it, so.
Well, I tried. We're here to learn things, so.
Yeah.
I didn't learn very well, apparently.
Terrible learner.
I learned how not to do it, so.
Perfect.
There we go. Our topic this week is mermaids, if you couldn't tell. And the cocktail of the week, or our cow, is called the Mermaid's Kiss. So, if you've ever wanted to be kissed by a mermaid,
Then come to our podcast.
here you are. We're very, very excited to be using the mermaid gin. Like we mentioned before when we did the Alien 2.0 video, we've been wanting to use more fancy, like, brands, the bottles that we think are cool. The Alien one was so cool.
So cool.
And when I went to pick that one up, I saw this one and I was like, we have to get it. We have to. So here it is. And not sponsored, but we're trying to be. So are you listening, Mermaid Gin? Also, you have vodka. We're okay with vodka. We'll take it. I've been telling you this whole time I wanted to get their mermaid salt vodka for this, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And we didn't have time to get it online because we're horrible at planning.
Terrible.
So we have the regular one, which I'm sure is just as good. Yeah, so it is what it is. But if any of you are listening in the Los Angeles area, I do want to ask you if you know of any good places to get really weird bottles like this. Let us know, because we tried Bevmo at first and can never find what we need. And that includes like the liqueurs and everything too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be beverages and more.
Nothing. Can never find anything there.
Where's the and more?
I don't know. And now we've been going to Total Wine, and they have a better selection, not gonna lie. But it's also Total Wine and more. And like I said, I can't always find what I need.
No and more.
So,
stop adding and more if you don't have more.
Honestly, this
if you
recipe.
don't have what I want, then it's not and more.
That's true. This recipe called for lemongrass syrup, and honestly, it's fair that they didn't have that because I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
But they didn't have it. So if you guys know where I can get weird ingredients, please DM us, let us know. It would help a lot.
There's probably some like foreign stores that have all that stuff, but
I didn't think lemongrass was that weird.
I think it's weird.
I mean, I know of lemongrass.
Mm.
But anyway, today's recipe came from the Isle of Wight website, which is the distillery that produces the Mermaid Spirits products. So Xavier Baker and Conrad Gauntlet founded it in 2014. So pretty recent still, I'd say. And it's really beautiful. Their website's beautiful. The marketing, like chef's kiss, honestly. It's really great. And their pictures are beautiful on that website too. Really fantastic. But this gin specifically was inspired by one of the main ingredients, which is a botanical rock samphire, I think is how you say it. Don't know what that is.
Cool.
It's locally known as Mermaid's Kiss, which is what inspired this drink as well. And it's a succulent, I guess, that clings to the cliffs that surround the island where their distillery is. And
are there mermaids there?
there should be.
There better be.
But it marks the high tide line on the beaches.
Oh, cool.
So the succulent is a signal that shipwrecked sailors and smugglers were safe from the raging seas.
Oh.
So, according to the website. So I thought that was really cool.
That is cool.
And then the other ingredients that they use include elderflower, which we're using elderflower liqueur in this, which I actually need to grab. But and then juniper, grains of paradise, which I think it's just another botanical sort of thing, you know. And then lemon zest, orris root, hops, licorice, and then angelica root, and English coriander, which I'm pretty sure is cilantro. But they're pretty mainly like botanical types of ingredients, which is what gins are made of. So,
should we grab the...
it's right here.
Oh, perfect. Do we need a cap?
I don't think so for this one.
Okay.
I'll just measure it out like normal.
Okay.
And then another great part that I wanted to...
have a cap.
Okay.
It's
You wanna
fancy.
get it? There's They're in the room.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. So another good part of the brand that I really like that I wanted to mention is that they're super eco-conscious.
Ooh,
They're part
love
of
that.
a B corporation, and so that means that they have to stick to a lot of sustainability goals. And
How nice.
they have to like maintain all of those goals in order to
Cute.
be known as one of the B corporation like groups. And so I thought that's really nice.
That's
They have like really rigorous standards of social, environmental performance, transparency, accountability, and even on their little label it says plastic free. So that's nice. And then that's all I got about the gin. So let's go ahead and start making it.
Well, let's give it a taste.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was your idea.
Let's go ahead and open it. I know. Like I said, we're not gin people. We're not super excited about.
Okay, you're the one that wanted to taste it.
I think we should taste it without the cocktail. I never said I was excited about it, but I think we should. Whoa! Glad I caught that. That could have been really bad. I mean, it's such a pretty bottle.
It's so cute. Oh, I'm so not excited for this.
I pour yours. Just a little bit.
We also have little mini glasses. I accidentally bought them this small. I didn't mean to, but we've got quite a few.
I think they're adorable.
In the kitchen, there's just this one section of like, probably like 10 mini glasses.
Have like a little tea party.
Yeah. I need a chaser for sure.
Oh, smells like gin for sure.
Oh my god. I don't know why I smelled it.
I don't know why you smelled it either.
You smelled it, so I felt tempted.
Well,
Hold on.
asbestos. Okay,
This.
let's taste it.
Okay.
This is just gin in here. We did put it in the freezer, so it's a little cold, but you should probably taste it with ice. Let's go ahead. It's very flowery.
You need a chaser?
No, it's not that bad. It's a very flowery.
Oh wow.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah, it tastes like I'm eating a rose.
It tastes like how perfume smells.
Yeah.
Which I guess is good for a gin because they're
Yeah.
super like flowery types of drinks.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's get started with the drink.
Get
I have to
into it,
open
yes.
this. I'm the worst at opening these things.
Give it to me.
I give up.
Oh, what the shit?
Right? Is it? It's
Oh.
like opening a wine
There.
glass.
You just...
You can smell.
No. Maybe. Yeah, it's already good. I like that.
Oh, then you should just be able to turn it.
Oh. That was interesting.
Alrighty.
What we start
So,
with? In
we
our
start
shaker?
with-
Oh, ice, right?
Yes. I was like, Yeah. Put some ice in your shaker.
Put some lime in the coconut and shake it all up.
Carly.
Oopsies. Oh god, we're on to a bad
Every
start.
time.
We're off to a bad
Swear
start.
to gosh.
Okay, how much?
2 ounces of gin.
Oh. I got too excited about the elderflower.
Does it smell good?
Yeah.
A lot of the recipes have wanted to use call for the liqueur.
I know. So I'm glad that we finally have it.
It smells very strongly. I can see why people like it so much.
Can I use yours? Because then I have to do 2. That's pretty good. Oh wow.
Okay, and then half an ounce of the elderflower liqueur.
Is this half?
I have no idea.
I don't know
Are there markers in yours?
No.
Well, seems like half to me.
Okay.
Oh, it does smell good.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
It smells delicious.
There you go. Right, and then it says half an ounce of the lemongrass syrup, but we don't have lemongrass syrup as we've discussed, so we're just going to use simple syrup.
Oh, we're almost running out of our simple syrup.
We use a lot.
Oh, it's delicious.
Because it's just sugar.
Yeah.
It's just sugar.
Whoa!
We can make some at home instead.
Okay.
Okay, and then 1 ounce of lemon juice. I'm excited for how this is going to taste.
And that's it?
Mm-hmm. You know
shake,
what
shake,
to do.
shake.
Can you hear your shaker
I know.
degassing?
Degassing!
How much ice do you want?
I don't need that much. You can use the majority of it.
I'm just gonna use my hands.
Okay.
There you go. I like how we just give up.
Dude.
Okay. Ready?
What is one rogue bowl?
Well. Ooh.
That was kind of the perfect amount.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. Oh, I love it. So cute. And then we have our failed.
Candied lemons.
Listen, I tried my best. I think I used too much water, so they look really bad.
They look sad.
But I tried, okay? Mermaid's kiss. you want to give it a taste?
Okay. Ooh.
Very
Earthy.
Very earthy. Yeah. It's definitely a gin drink.
Oh yeah.
So we'll say that.
That's for sure.
But it's good. I think that the elderflower liqueur brought like a sweetness to it that I think I needed. So.
Also the simple syrup.
Well, yeah. That too. All right. Well, we hope you're able to check out the brand. Like I said, beautiful bottle. All the bottles are so pretty. I mean, you can see the scales on there. And they just put so much detail. I think it's a shame not to give them the props that they deserve. So give them some love. Get us a sponsor. We're going to tag them in as much as we can. So
Yeah.
you guys should also tag them and let's try and get their attention. See if we can do something.
Yes.
But without further ado, let's go ahead and switch on over so we can tell you the story. Right?
See you in a sec.
Hello, spooky people.
Hello, we're back.
We're back. Hope you enjoyed the drink, because we did.
Pretty delicious. Tastes like earth, but like a good earth. Because I've had some things that taste like earth, and it's a gross earth. This tastes like
What do you
clean.
mean?
It tastes like clean earth.
It does taste pretty fresh and clean. You know they have a strawberry version of this gin, and I really wanted to get it, but I didn't know if it would work for this recipe.
Yeah, you're right.
And they had a really good recipe with the strawberry gin, but it was called like something garden, and I was like,
Nope. We need the mermaid.
I know, this is about the sea, not the land. Can't have a garden in here. Thank you. So anyway, let's get into it, right? Do you have anything haunting you this week? Just Rafa?
It's the usual.
Okay, that's fair. I'd
But-
say our ceiling is still pretty haunting.
That's pretty shitty.
Don't
If
know
I
what to do
lived
about
here,
that
I
one.
would probably say the ceiling, but
Well, you might as well live here.
dude, I am here a lot.
You're
so.
here often enough. For those of you who don't know, there was a leak in our ceiling.
It has asbestos.
I'm pretty sure there's mold. We don't know.
Well, the AC guy came here and said there's no mold, but you can clearly see it.
I don't trust him.
You shouldn't, because you can clearly see it. And Rafa said that the landlords are cheap, so they probably got someone that doesn't even know what mold looks like.
Well, he's not certified to test for. You have to test for it.
Oh, did you send that email?
No, I'll send it tomorrow.
You should.
Yeah, I have to send them the email, and then you can sue your landlord, because then it would be an unsafe area, so if there's visible mold.
So definitely find it.
So
get someone.
I think I have to notify them, and then they have to get someone to come in and test.
Perfect. Do that. Notify them, because there's mold in there. I'm 99% sure.
Dude, I looked up the symptoms while I was looking up the regulations for that stuff.
Mold poisoning?
Yeah, yes. And it's literally stuffy nose, sneezing, itchy eyes, itchy skin, and I was like...
No, there is mold. I don't know why they would say there isn't. There is 100% mold.
I haven't been able to breathe in this apartment for, ever since...
Rafa poked that hole in it.
Yes.
Yeah, there is 100% mold. I'm sorry, there is 100% mold.
You can't have something black and green in the ceiling and there not be mold, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, our topic is mermaids.
You should email them tomorrow for sure.
I will.
Because then you could sue them. That'd be a lot of money.
It would. And also they have to pay for your living situation. So, when you move out.
Oh, so if they're working on it and you have to move out, then they'll do it? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they do have to.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So email tomorrow for sure. Because Rafa is not on top of that. He has no idea what's going on. So you need to do it. You need to take initiative.
Yeah, because that should be fixed already.
Yeah.
It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's been longer. I remember.
Okay, so our topic is mermaids. We are going to
And
mostly...
they were mermaids.
And they were I know, it brought me back to the Mount Shasta episode when I was doing the research. That's all I could think of.
And they were mermaids.
And they were mermaids. Most of this is just folklore. There's no... There's a feather in her mouth. We're going to be talking about folklore. I don't really have a specific mermaid tale to tell you, but I do have some videos to perhaps show you.
I think I've seen
TikTok.
probably a few of them.
The videos?
Probably.
They're really popular videos. I'm sure anyone who's into mermaids has seen them, especially the ones on TikTok that are oh, this person disappeared after sharing this video, So, so we'll just get into it. Mermaids are popular folklore across Europe, Asia, and Africa. So they're pretty much widespread. The folklore is across the world. And they're typically aquatic creatures with the head and upper body of a female human specifically, and the tail of a fish. And they are often associated with disasters like floods, shipwrecks, drownings, but in other traditions they're known to be really helpful, like giving riches or falling in love with humans. So one or the other.
That's so funny because that's exactly the same as duendes.
Really? Funny. Okay. We're going to be talking about duendes in the next episode, so...
No, you can't say that. It's a secret.
Oh, well, you already said... I guess we'll just cut all that out.
Yeah, it's a secret.
Okay. Merman...
No, honestly, it's not. Because once we fucking post our getting ready video with the goddamn naked duendes in it...
Well, no one knows they're... They're probably just going to think we're talking about gnomes.
Okay, yeah, probably. Or dwarves.
Yeah. Yeah. Mermen also exist within this folklore, but they're way less common than mermaids, for whatever reason.
Because men suck.
That's fair.
And the mermaid species understands that. And so they said, we don't need that many men, and if you are here, then you need to hide.
I like to think of mermaids as a matriarchal society.
They
women
are.
Take care of everything.
They are.
It is what it is. Collectively, mermen and mermaids are known as merfolk or merpeople.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Merfolk?
Yeah, merfolk, like
Yeah,
folks.
it's just funny. It's a funny word.
Oh, well, that's what they call the.
I know what
the
folks
merciful
means, you silly goose.
I thought you were saying that I'm just pronouncing it weird.
No. I do that a lot, so I understand. No, but like, merfolk?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well,
If
I
you've
don't know.
never heard that word,
You've never heard of merfolk?
merfolk.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
weird. Like, if it's someone that you haven't heard that, like, as someone that's never heard that before,
Well,
you spilled on your boob.
well, wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I know. You spilled boiling water on your boobs.
I just saw that video. My dad liked it, and he did the little emoji. The little.
Well,
did
I
you see
messed
that?
up because I should have said no nipples were harmed, but I said no boobs were harmed.
Oh, well, that's false.
I know, because
False.
boobs were harmed, but not the nipple part. And
Anyway, that was very.
I was scared that TikTok was going to cancel me because I wrote nipple.
Oh, well.
Because we have to censor all that duende shit, because otherwise we're not going to be able to post those.
That's true.
So, it's just saying.
Just censor them with stickers.
How do mermaids procreate? Are you going to tell me?
Might get into that.
Maybe.
I can't remember.
Okay, do they have vaginas?
We'll see.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Where are they?
What do you mean? Where are their vaginas?
Yeah.
The same
Do their
place
tails open?
where fishes' vaginas are.
What do you mean? Like, right?
Do I need to look up a fish vagina for you right now?
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, a fish vagina is different.
No,
because they
because
have
the bottom is the same.
No, but
It's
the
a
thing
fish.
about a mermaid is it covers here. So
Yeah.
where is your vagina?
Do you know where a fish's vagina is?
Yes, it's by their tail.
Okay. The whole bottom.
The whole bottom is a vagina?
I searched a fish vagina and vaginal odor came up.
Ew!
What does fishy coochie mean? Hold on.
You should say
That was the
Lynn.
wrong. That was the wrong. Hold on. Where are fish vaginas?
Genitals, because I want to know where their penises are too.
Genitals.
Show
Show
me
me
your
your genitals.
Your genitalia!
Ew. The genital papilla is a small fleshy tube behind the anus.
So it's behind, like ours is in front of the butt. Theirs
they
is back
release,
here.
They release their sperm and eggs because fish lay eggs.
Okay, but where is a mermaid's vagina?
Dude, probably the same as the fish's. Would you like to see some? It looks like this probably.
Ew! No, but where?
On the bot, like,
Bitch, they
Here.
have a tail.
yeah, this is where their tails
So they have
are.
a slit in their tail?
Probably. All the belly
I've
buttons you
never
see
seen
on
that.
mermaids are just vaginas.
Perhaps, because I have never seen anything like that.
Look, they're just on their bellies like that.
I need to look up a mermaid vagina now.
This is what it looks like. It's just a little hole. They release
Where
their eggs.
are mermaids' vaginas?
They're not allowed to procreate.
Similar to ours, except on their front, with their anuses right above their private
fish.
parts. Wait,
Just like a fish.
that doesn't make sense. There's no holes whenever you look at mermaids.
Yeah, because who wants to fucking depict a mermaid vagina?
Well, for educational purposes.
No one does it for educational purposes unless it's the boobies.
Well, I
And
want
that's educational.
That's fucking lame.
Because as
Where
you'll
is a
find
mermaid's
out,
vagina?
they're sexualized.
Oh, of course they are.
Duh.
Because they're naked.
Anyway, as we're discussing this, the Western concept of mermaids is they're beautiful, seductive singers.
Yes.
So, of course, they have no genitalia.
No vag.
They are often described as, like, sirens from Greek mythology.
Yes.
So,
I've seen
no
vampire
vaginas
diaries.
for them. Originally, mermaids...
Wait, so they don't have vaginas?
Not in mythology. Their vaginas are not mentioned.
This is
Okay.
a problem.
They procreate magically.
No.
It's probably a little hole, and they release their eggs, just like fish.
Does the hole just close up?
No, it's always open.
But I never see a hole in mermaids.
Well, no one wants to draw the fucking hole.
You should.
Okay.
I'm curious.
All right, we'll print some pictures out for you, and we'll draw
I
them
need
in
mermaid.
ourselves.
I need mermaid anatomy.
All right, we'll do that.
Good. I need some mermaid
After
anatomy.
dark episode.
Mermaid anatomy.
We'll do it.
Do mermaids, some of them have fat asses, some of them don't, or is it all like generally the same?
I don't know.
What if you're
I'd imagine it's the same as normal people.
okay?
I don't know why you're making that face, because we both have fat asses.
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. I'll just cut that out.
No, I had something I was gonna say, but I'm not gonna say it.
Originally,
I
mermaids.
kind of want to say it now.
What? What is it?
What if the mermaid is black?
Carly.
Exhibit A.
That's not a bad thing. Why were you?
Because your ass is fat.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
White women can have fat asses.
Barely.
You have a fat ass.
I'm not white. I'm Cuban.
You're half white.
So, my ass comes from Cuba. Straight out the boat.
Straight out of Compton.
Straight out of Compton. Straight out of Miami.
Okay.
See, that's why I didn't say it.
Anyway.
Hey,
Mermaid.
my sister asked you if your boat was real.
That's
so
true.
It's only fair.
Listen.
Sat down and asked me and Rafa, bro. Okay.
When was
She
this?
goes, okay, guys, like, is Danny's butt real? And I was like, yes,
Was this
it
when
is.
I didn't come over to film that?
This
one
was like
time?
a couple days later. Rafa was over. I don't remember. Like, my parents weren't here, but Rafa was over.
When you and when Aurora came over and I didn't come over, we were supposed to record.
Maybe before that.
Okay.
But it was
Like
like
during
during
the
it was during the day. So
Oh, okay.
like not during the day, but like, you know, there was light out, so it couldn't have been like
No,
late
yeah,
or
we weren't
anything.
there.
Yeah, no, well, my sister wouldn't say that if you were there. Hey Danny, is your butt fake? She barely knows you. The hell? She did make fun of the way you say wolf.
That's fine, so do you.
I make fun of you for everything. But that's how I show my love. Rafa doesn't understand that, but that's how I show my love. If I don't make fun of you, you should be worried.
Okay, that's good to know.
No, it is very good to know, because I didn't make fun of certain people that I'm not going to name right now because they were sensitive and I didn't think they were good friends. So I didn't make fun of them, which I feel is fair.
Now all of you know, if Carly doesn't make fun of you on her comments, she doesn't like you.
Well, that's not accurate because I represent both of us when we comment on social media. So, but if it was just me on my account, absolutely I'd make fun of them. I mean, I literally had a whole Instagram burner account just to DM my friend's ex's weird memes. It was called Crystal Meth Live. And also, on TikTok, to bully Aurora's ex, because he was this like huge TikToker, and he had like all these girls that were always coming up to him, and then he would like, you know, entertain it, and Aurora was like hanging out with him. And so once they broke up or like stopped talking, I had my burner account already, but I posted, I was like, because he would sit there and like beg for money, and I said, get a job. And I would do stuff like that. I would be like, stop begging for money, you freak, like get a job, blah blah blah. Yeah. And then Emma's ex, I would send them really weird memes that were just like pictures of Shrek, and they'd say, this is a threat.
You sent me a picture of that once.
I sent it to Nick too. After he said something about Jess, I said, this is a threat.
And he sent me.
And he goes, wait, what are you talking about? Like, are you threatening me or am I threatening you? Like, what? And I just said, oh, wrong person.
You know what? I sent you that video of the bridesmaid thing,
Yes.
the bachelorette party, and immediately after, I saw one about Shrek.
Girl,
And I was scared to send it to you because I don't want my bachelorette party to be Shrek.
no, I'd never do that. You would tell me, as soon as we're closer to your wedding date, then
Listen,
we'll have...
I don't even know when my wedding date is.
Because I do want to do an engagement party, but I don't want to do an engagement party 2 years before you're getting married, you know? Like, I'm not going to do that. Otherwise, you're like Pam from The Office. So, so I'm not trying to throw an engagement party way too early.
Let's prepare it for next year.
Perfect.
It's almost the end of the year already.
Because I can prepare for that. And I also can prepare. I am excellent at parties.
I know.
I
saw the Galentine's. I was there.
I will throw you the best parties ever.
Okay.
You just have to tell me exactly what you want.
You better not disappoint me then.
Oh, I won't. You know I won't.
Okay. You won't.
No, I absolutely will not.
Okay.
I'm there. Especially not being the maid of honor. I mean, are you kidding me? I will step it up, bitch. I will be bop, bop, bop. We'll make it exactly what you want.
Okay.
We'll go to Paris.
Well,
I'm just kidding. It's really expensive.
I don't want to do that.
Perfect. Glad you don't want to.
Anyway.
I'm not paying for everyone to go.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Oh fuck, we've been talking for like 20 minutes. I'm sorry. Okay.
So, mermaids.
Mermaids.
Originally, they were based on Greek mythology. The sirens. Yeah. Originally, they were half bird.
Wait, what?
Instead of half fish.
So they had wings instead of tails? Or they had tails and wings?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, fuck.
Guess I suck at that. But I think it was probably still the top half of a female human.
And then a tail?
And then wings and like the rest, like bird. Like a chicken. With a
Okay, so we have the body up to here, and then it's just wings
chicken. Wings up here.
with titties.
Yeah.
A chicken with titties?
Probably. That's what I imagined.
Oh, God.
When I was reading the research.
I imagine that too, and that looks really horrible.
So they were half bird-like, and
Do
then...
you have a picture of that?
No. I'll put up a picture for you guys.
I want to see one.
You can see one after. But then the Christian era brought the fish-like change.
The fucking Christians.
For whatever reason.
Bro, they do a lot of things for whatever reason.
That's true. Historical accounts of mermaid sightings include Christopher Columbus. I don't know if you knew that, but it's a big thing. He would always
in 1972 or something, in the 1942, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
1942?
In the year 1942.
I don't know.
Or 1840 something.
I didn't learn that.
I don't know. Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That's what I know. I don't know exactly what year.
1942?
I think it was 1942.
1942?
Maybe not. Maybe it was 18.
Not good at history.
No, it was 1842. In 1842, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
You're welcome.
I still could be wrong. Might be 16.
Oh my god. During his no, don't look it up.
I have to. When did Columbus... Okay.
I don't know. Actually.
When
18.
did Columbus sail the ocean blue?
18.
1492.
Woo!
Damn it.
We have to cut all that out.
In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. There we go.
Okay. 14. I know. Shit. I know. Ew.
I didn't know America was discovered that long ago.
I'm cutting that out for your sake.
Why?
So, he explored the Caribbean. Caribbean?
Doesn't matter either way. It's Pirates of the Caribbean or it's visiting the Caribbean.
Oh.
You say Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's technically supposed to be Caribbean. I think.
Okay.
Could be wrong, but
anyway,
yeah.
He would write in his journals when he was doing his explorations. Some of them would include sightings of mermaids. And often
Also Native Americans.
Oh yeah, yes. Often.
Sorry, start over.
Nowadays, people think that the mermaids that he saw, you're gonna think this is really funny, were actually manatees.
Damn, he thought mermaids were really fat like that?
I guess.
That's insulting.
Or
could you imagine being a mermaid and Christopher Columbus confuses you as a walrus? A manatee?
I was like, I didn't say
Okay,
walrus.
same thing. A manatee.
Listen.
I would be so self-conscious.
Mermaids can be big.
Okay, but manatee big?
They're not that big.
Girl.
Xena's the size of a manatee.
Girl, manatees... But the thing is a mermaid's tail, dude.
I was born in Florida. I know.
You know what a manatee looks like?
Yes.
And it looks like a mermaid.
Could be.
I don't think manatees look like
From
mermaids.
far away in the ocean with turbulent water? Perhaps. Maybe Columbus needed glasses. I don't know.
I think he definitely did. In elementary school, one of my friends had a manatee party because, well, they were becoming extinct, and I learned all about it. Yeah, I had a manatee party, and I got a little stuffed manatee.
Oh.
And so that's how I know that you cannot mistake a manatee for a fucking mermaid.
Listen, people mistake driftwood for Nessie, so I don't know about that one.
What's that? Oh, Nessie. Okay, never mind.
It's like, do I just slap you across the face? Right
No,
now?
please.
Okay. Or similar aquatic animals. I don't know really what that means because I don't know of any other animals that look like a manatee.
A dolphin?
I mean, maybe the tail, sure. Or a shark. Sharks swim this way. They don't. So there's no evidence that mermaids exist still, but sightings still occur today.
Ochre.
Ochre? In 1836, Hans Christian Andersen.
Hans? Like Frozen?
Yes. He released The Little Mermaid.
Hans released The Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Wasn't he the dick?
Hans? Yeah.
Yeah, he was
In
the
Frozen,
yeah.
yes. Yes. Solvang actually has a little... Solvang has a museum with a bunch
For Frozen?
No, for The Little Mermaid, stupid. Because he is obviously Swedish. And that's like a little Swedish town.
Columbus?
Hans?
Oh. Like,
Columbus
I don't
is
think
Swedish.
Columbus is Swedish, but
Okay.
honestly, if you said yes, I'd probably believe it, because I have no idea where Columbus is from.
I'm the expert today.
You know where Columbus is from?
No, actually.
See.
Actually.
Not America, because he discovered it in
That's
1492.
Discovered.
The ocean blue.
Okay, so etymology for the mermaid, which is basically like the study of language. The English word for mermaid is pretty recent. I put a question mark because it says that the earliest mention was from 1390, and I was like, that's not recent at all.
Yeah, last week, 1390.
Yeah. Listen, this was off of Wikipedia, so it said...
So in English, it's mermaid.
In English, it's mermaid.
Okay, so then what about the Swedish? What did they call it?
I don't know.
But then why'd you have to say it in English?
I said the English word for mermaid.
Yeah.
Well, obviously other people call it something else in their language.
Okay.
Why are you throwing shade at me for that?
I want to know how to say mermaid in every single language, okay?
I cannot help you there. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Mare means sea, and maid obviously means maid, like woman. Merman was also a word that we used, which is now obsolete. It's older. It means siren or mermaid. And
Merman? Merman means siren or mermaid?
Merman with an I.
Oh, with an I. Shh. Mamas.
Come here. And it means female slave. Which is probably why it's obsolete now.
Well.
The origins in ancient Greek mythology, sirens became a thing during the medieval period. And some even trace it to ancient Middle Eastern mythology.
Like the Persians?
Yeah. Sirens...
I dated a Persian. He never mentioned mermaids.
Well, he must not have been in touch with his roots.
Guess he's not woke.
I guess not.
Fucking loser. Joshua over CB, you suck. Obviously, we're taking that
You
out.
heard her. Sirens were human-headed birds. Human heads. But the
That's terrifying!
The classical period when the Christians, like the religion, took over, obviously it changed to fish. Traits of the siren have been transferred to the mermaid, such as luring people with their song. And the change from bird to fish seemed to be influenced by a Teutonic myth, which is a northern European mythology, including undines, which are water nymphs.
Undine?
Undine.
What's a water nymph?
Nymphs are like...
So when I think of nymph, I think of nymphomaniac.
No. Nymphs are like... do you remember... Well, they're mermaids, but I guess they would be closer to nymphs. The cartoon Peter Pan, the mermaids in there? In
Yes.
the lagoon?
Yes.
Yeah. More like that.
So what's the difference?
Nymphs, I think, are more mischievous than typical other creatures.
Mischievous? Is that how you say it? Okay, perfect. Because I have a bunch of that word, and I didn't know if it was mischievous or mischievous.
I say mischievous.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll say mischievous.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's why when you said that, I was like, oh, perfect. Now I know what to say for mine.
Between the 7th and mid-8th century, there was a book called Liber Monstrorum de Diversis Generibus.
That's a really long title for a book. I don't think I would read something named that.
And that's where it first describes them as fishy instead of birds.
Ew, I hate that word.
Other members, often associated with sirens in Greek mythology, include Scylla and
Who's Scylla?
Charybdis. They lived near sirens and were violent instead of seductive. So they're more like the usual Greek mythology, like Medusa sort of things. You know?
Gotcha.
This also includes Triton, who apparently has 2 fish tails instead of legs.
Wait, hold on.
He has
so
2
she goes
fish
out
tails.
with 2?
He has 2.
Okay, does he have 2 penises then?
No. Just the one.
Where?
We're right in the middle,
In
like
between?
normal.
Ew!
Instead of legs, they're just fish tails.
Ugh, that's gross.
Don't body shame Triton.
Okay, well, fuck Triton, because when I look at a merman, I don't want to see a penis in the middle of both tails.
Well, I'm sure you also don't want to see a vagina, and that's why they don't draw them that
I
way.
don't wanna
You're welcome.
I don't want to see any genitalia.
Well,
But
then why are you asking
Well,
for
because
it?
I do for educational purposes.
You can't pick and choose, Carly. You have to see both.
Well, I want to pick and choose.
How do you know how it works if you don't see both?
It just works.
Okay.
Okay, but the thing is if you have 2 fish tails, I understand that the penis would be in the middle. But if you have one
Where's fish tail?
Where's the penis?
I don't know. Where's a fish's penis? Nowhere. They just release sperm.
Fish don't have penises? Peni?
Not all of them.
What do you mean? So then how do they procreate?
The female releases her eggs into the water,
And they just like catch it?
and then the male releases his sperm, and they fertilize in the water.
In the water.
And then they're just there.
Oh, so is that how mermaids procreate?
That's what I was trying to explain.
Well, I
to
didn't
you
know that's how
earlier.
I didn't know that's how fish procreate. I thought they had
Yes.
to do the sex.
No,
Oh.
that's
Okay.
basically mammals that do that. And I guess reptiles, if that counts. I don't know.
Every animal does it except for
Fish don't do that.
it's the only kind of animal that doesn't.
I guess.
Every other animal has sex. It sounds really unfortunate.
Well,
They must be like really sex deprived animals because that sucks.
Well, I think they have bigger fish to fry.
I thought you were gonna say you think they have other ways. I was like, ew!
Anyway,
Okay.
rational attempts at explanations for mermaids include a Milesian philosopher, Anaximander.
What the fuck? Let me see it. Yep, that's how I would say it.
He believed that mankind sprung from aquatic animal species. Sort of like
Well, that's a big theory.
from fish to, yeah,
That's a theory
which is
anyways.
called aquatic ape theory.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know, I don't know if this is true, but there is a big conspiracy that we're all going to turn into crab people. Have you heard that? Have you heard that theory? It's
we're all gonna turn into crabs?
I'm not even joking. It's a big thing. I don't know what it's called.
Why?
That's just where everyone sees evolution going. Is we
To
turn
crabs?
into crabs.
But why?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't do my research.
But with technology going so far, like we're just crabs, we're just have
We're
claws.
all going to become crab people.
But technology, how are you supposed to use technology as a crab? You got claws.
Who says we use technology in the future? Maybe it takes over and we have to become crab people to...
Oh, you're right.
You don't know.
To survive,
Yeah.
maybe.
Mhm.
Maybe we just have to become the
So.
crab.
Maybe.
I didn't think of that.
So, this philosopher believed that humans, since we have a prolonged infancy,
What philosopher?
Anaximander.
Oh, yes.
He thinks since we are babies for so long, like we can't function. Like, you know how animals like deer, they're born, and horses, they're born and then they can walk?
Yeah.
We can't do that.
Well, for dogs, it takes like a week or two. No,
Yeah, but
like
for
2 to 3.
humans, it takes like a year,
Yeah.
a whole year.
Yeah.
He believed that since we have such a prolonged infancy, that we couldn't have survived unless we were fish.
Is that why people throw their babies in pools?
No, that's for survival. In case they, like, fall into the pool so they don't drown.
Oh my god, I hate that trend. It's so terrible.
Anyway. Others believe that women were trained over time to be very skilled divers for sponges and other things that you would find.
Sponges?
Yeah, like to collect sponges off the floor, the ocean floor.
The animal sponges.
Yes.
I was like, why are they diving for sponges? Who put the sponges in there?
That's where sponges come from. And they think that they spend a lot of time at sea, so like they just became mermaids. Like they have the evolution, you know, whatever.
Okay.
Or that they are the women that people see, like their top halves are just those types
They're
of
just
women,
naked.
and they have fins.
Naked women.
Well, I have something about that later. And then of course we have the manatees, the seals, etc. Stupid male brains. On the ocean for so long, sex deprived, because women aren't allowed on boats. We've all seen Pirates of the Caribbean.
And there's no vagina for the mermaids, so how are they gonna do that?
No mermaid vagina, so
What
that's
would,
all they're thinking about.
if they had a vagina, what would a mermaid and a human baby look like? Would it have one foot that would be a fin?
I'd have to do a Punnett score on that one.
Oh, it sounds like so much work.
Scientists out there, Punnett score for us.
So where would the tail be?
What do you mean? Where would it be?
Would the tail be on one leg because then there would be a human leg? Or
That is not how genetics works.
sometimes.
No.
Look at her.
Carly, are you saying that
Danny,
her
look at
one
her.
of her parents did not have a leg?
No, I'm saying that there was incest involved there.
Oh, well, that's
The only reason
that's a
why.
different problem. That's
That's
a
a-
different issue.
I mean, you're gonna say that she wasn't born from incest?
Every time you say you're gonna say, I think of, you're gonna tell me? Have you heard that video? Her sister was a witch, bro.
The Wicked Witch of the West!
That's all I can think about whenever you say that.
I say it a lot.
Anyway, I'm not talking about genetics right now, okay?
Well, I want to know where the fin would be.
I'll
if
explain
a
it to you.
hu-
I'll draw a Punnett square for you later.
I don't
okay?
want a Punnett square. I want a picture.
That's how it works.
No, I just want a picture.
I'll draw you pictures of each Punnett square.
No, I want a picture of what a human and a mermaid body would look like.
Okay, you know how some people have red hair, some people have brown hair,
Yeah.
some people are blonde.
So you think it would either be just a full fin or
they have legs.
Okay.
That's it. You can't have both. You can have both.
Yeah, you can sometimes.
That would be a horrible genetic mutation.
Yes, it would, but it could happen.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
incest.
Well, maybe the pirates or the people that are fucking these mermaids are related to them somehow.
I'm not talking about mermaid incest with you. Okay?
Why? I think it's interesting.
British folklore thinks that mermaids are unlucky omens.
The unlucky omens.
Yes. They provoke and foretell disaster.
Disaster.
Is that how they say disaster?
I don't know. Disaster.
They are also described to be able to swim up rivers to freshwater lakes, like salmon.
I love salmon.
I just got some salmon. It's farm fresh, so I can eat it raw. Very excited to eat it.
Wait, you should eat it raw immediately.
It's in the fridge right now. I'm going to eat it tomorrow. And then I'm going to freeze the rest.
Okay.
You want to eat it with me, don't you?
No, I just have had sushi the next day, and it's not that good.
This is just, it's a whole salmon, like the skin is still on.
You have to skin it?
Yeah.
It's a fish.
It's just the
There's
fish
a fish
fillet.
in there?
Carly, it's not the whole fish.
Oh,
okay. Okay, anyway. There is a story of a man in a village who went to aid a woman who he thought was drowning.
To what?
To aid.
Oh my god.
A woman.
I thought you were talking about the past tense of eat. And I was like, Danny, that's not correct. You don't ate a woman. You eat a woman.
I can't with you. We are not even that drunk today. Okay. He went to aid a woman. Help. He went to help a woman.
Help. Perfect.
Who he thought was drowning in a lake. Like, by his farm.
I mean, why would you eat a woman drowning in a lake, bro?
Listen, the heart wants what the heart wants. The servant pulled him back and was like, bro, that's a mermaid. And then the mermaid screamed at him, like, I was gonna kill him, you fucking idiot.
Damn.
She got really mad and she was like, you stupid. That was my dinner.
Damn.
Where
does it poop?
In the ocean.
Out of what?
We just discussed earlier their anus is above their vagina. Like fish.
Alright. I've never seen a poop come out of a
I
mermaid.
have to show you another? Have you ever seen a mermaid? Maybe you should watch a fish poop. Because it's probably the same thing.
I've seen a fish poop. I had many fishes growing up.
Probably what it looks like.
I had many fishes. I had goldfishes.
Still want to romanticize mermaids now after thinking about that? Probably not.
I had betta fish. And this one betta fish, one time, betta fish was in the bowl. I opened the trash. It legit tried to commit suicide. It jumped out, hit my arm, and then went into the trash can.
Oh,
and
like
I was crying so hard. I was sitting there hysterically crying because every time that I would get a fish, I would name her Bauer after my dead kindergarten teacher. So whatever number Bauer this one was, I was so upset. So my dad.
That's a lot to unpack right there. Hold on. I'm sorry. Why?
Why what?
Why
did my kindergarten teacher die?
Yes, but also why did you name several fish after your
Because it was respect.
Kindergarten teacher.
It was out of respect, all right?
Okay.
I had no fish that was named
Rest
anything.
in peace, Miss Bauer.
Yes, I had no fish that was named anything besides Bauer. They were all Bauer.
So weird.
And one of them came out, hit my arm, went in the trash can, and oh my god, I got a tan. When was I in the sun? Anyways, so hit my hand, went in the trash can, and I was hysterically crying. So my dad goes through the trash can. Bauer is in an egg yolk, puts him back in, lives for another like 4 years. Unless they switched it and I didn't know. But I think I would know because I knew Bauer's anatomy.
Why?
I knew how Bauer pooped.
Are you
I saw
so obsessed with fish anatomy? I need to know before we continue.
What do you mean? It's a curiosity. I don't know how it works.
You are autistic.
Yeah. I don't know how it works, though. I want to know.
You're autistic.
Well, I'm autistic because I'm autistic because I saw my dead kindergarten teacher's named fish's poop.
No, because you need to know how a fish's body works.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
You don't know that's a thing?
What's the thing?
Usually, people that are autistic become obsessed with vacuums, trains, like mechanical
I'm
shit.
not obsessed with any of the
You're
mechanical
obsessed
shit.
with fish anatomy.
No, I'm just obsessed with how does it happen. I just need an answer. I'm like a 6-year-old. I'm like, why? Why?
That's
Why?
not a normal person thing to think.
It's not an adult thing.
A normal person in general.
Well, I want to know why. That's why I go so elaborate into my research, because I am like, well, I would ask that question, so I put it there. But you don't usually ask them, I just kind of say them.
Well, you might have to take that test again.
I've taken quite a few. They all say that I'm autistic.
Have you asked your therapist about that?
No.
You
I don't
should.
have a therapist. I have a psychiatrist.
You should ask your psychiatrist.
If she thinks I'm autistic,
Yes.
maybe I should. But
I
we talk.
think you should
no,
get diagnosed
we talk
for
once
that.
a month.
Once a month?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably why she doesn't know you're
Yeah.
autistic.
She also doesn't know I have BPD.
What do you mean?
She doesn't know that.
Who diagnosed you with that?
I took a test at this Family Psychological Services. They do this whole thing. It's like weeks long process of you answering questions and like doing tests.
You should probably tell your psychiatrist that you have BPD.
I did.
Oh.
She said, I
Then
don't
she
know.
does know.
I said, well, a test told me that I had it. Like a psychology test at some place told me I had it. So, pretty sure I have, no, I do have that. But, I don't know about autism.
Maybe you should get a different psychiatrist.
No, I love her. She's just very nice, so maybe she does think I'm autistic but won't tell me.
That is not a good doctor to have.
What? You think my
If they're
doctor's
so
supposed to sit
nice,
there and be like, you're
They will
autistic?
diagnose you?
No, I mean, she diagnosed me with quite a few things. So she knows what she's
She's
doing.
like, you can't take any more. Sure, honey.
She's diagnosed me with quite a few things, so we're good on that part. But
Well,
we also only do over the phone.
yeah, I know.
So it's not like I'm like seeing her and I'm
You
like,
should see her in person. She'll probably change her mind.
she's all the way in Pasadena, bro. That's far.
It's not that far.
Okay, but she doesn't have. She's so fucking booked up. I missed my appointment a couple weeks ago, and I was like, okay, so when's the next appointment? September 22nd. And I forgot I'm gonna be in fucking Mexico for that. So, I guess I'll just have to talk to her in Mexico.
Well, I'll continue diagnosing you without a degree.
I think that's fair.
I have a bachelor's degree. Does that count?
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, so although they are known to be violent like that, they are also known to teach humans cures for disease.
Like Jim Jones, the cancer curer.
Sure.
That was sarcastic.
Mermen are also known to be much wilder and, big surprise, uglier. With very little interest in humans, supposedly. There was a mermaid in a Cornish village. Cornish village.
What does Cornish mean? So
I
there's a
think it's
little
like-
bit of corn, like sprawled.
I think it's like Scottish, like
Oh.
that area. Tiny bit of corn.
It's only Cornish.
In the Cornish village of Zenor, she would listen to a human man sing, like from the water,
Okay.
and they fell in love. And he followed her to her home.
Creep.
Well, she took him.
Oh.
And on summer nights, they're known to be heard singing together, which is like a lovely little story of them falling in love.
Aww.
You know? In Irish lore, Liban was a human transformed into a mermaid. After 3 centuries, she was baptized when Christianity came to Ireland.
How did it change into a mermaid?
She transformed. It was a
How?
real H2O situation. And now she is called a marrow instead of a mermaid, which is another word.
For humans that
For
turn
mermaid.
into mermaids?
Yeah.
I wish I could turn into a mermaid.
Me too, to be honest. Also, mermaids are known to have serpent tails instead of fish tails in Western European folklore. So, more
Did you
like
say
when
European?
I did. By accident.
Okay, at least this was on accident this time.
European. European
European!
folklore.
There's a joke about that.
I know.
Okay.
Anyway.
Do you remember how it goes? Because I don't.
No.
Okay.
Not right now. But I know what you're talking about.
It's like knock knock, who's there? Europe. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyways.
So, I don't know if you're aware, but there are several hoaxes and show exhibitions of mermaids, which is one that was exhibited in London in 1822, and then later also exhibited in 1842.
Hold on. So you knew that this stuff was exhibited in the 1800s, and you thought Columbus discovered America in the 1800s?
Listen, I don't know. You thought it was the 1900s, bitch.
Well, I didn't have research like this!
I don't retain any of this information.
Fair enough. I kind of don't really either. I just wake up and I'm like, oh yeah, we recorded.
P.T. Barnum, the circus guy.
P.T. Sullivan, Willoughby Way,
No.
Sydney.
No, that was way off. No. You don't like musicals.
P.T. Sherman.
What? No.
P.T. Sherman, Willoughby Way, Sydney.
No.
What is it then?
Not P.T.
Something T.
P.T. Barnum.
Pee-pee.
He showed the Fiji mermaid. And
The Fiji mermaid.
that, he showed it in 1842, but it had been exhibited in 1822. And that was
What does
in,
exhibited mean?
like, at a show. Like, exhibition, like it was shown off to people. Like, people would pay to get in and see a mermaid.
Oh.
It was actually, I think they have a replica at the Ripley's Believe It or Not, the Fiji mermaid.
Oh.
I'll show you a picture. It looks crazy. It was manufactured, later to be found out, manufactured by Japanese fishermen with fish and monkey parts or dried rays.
What?
Rays like the
stingrays?
yeah. Like the bones, like the skeleton. I'll show you pictures of that too. There are also mermaid shows that entail scantily clad women in big tanks impersonating mermaids, and this has happened for a very long time. What?
Are there mermaid trainers?
Mermaid trainers?
Like dolphin trainers?
Probably in the future there will be. In 1939, at the New York World's Fair.
Almost when Columbus discovered America.
Almost. There were specific mermaid shows part of the World Fair, like they were in tanks.
Mm-hmm.
And the mermaid would often interact with Oscar, the obscene octopus.
Oscar the octopus.
I don't want to know why he was called obscene.
Did he have a
I
penis?
don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Mm.
In 1947, Florida's Weeki-Wachee Springs.
Weeki-Wachee?
Weeki-Wachee? The only city to...
Where?
Here. Wachee?
Weeki-Wachee.
Weeki-Wachee? The only city of live mermaids is what it's called.
Mm.
And all the women are certified scuba divers. They all have
Oh.
fabric tails. And they perform aquatic ballet underwater through glass walls.
Aquatic ballet?
Yes.
First position.
Yes.
With their tails? How do you do first position in a tail?
It's just a tail.
Well, there's no positions then.
That's first position.
Okay, what about second?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Third. Ama, which are Japanese skin divers.
Why is it called a skin diver?
They're predominantly women, and they dive for shellfish and seaweed, wearing only a loincloth.
That's why they're called skin ones.
Yes.
What is a loincloth?
So that's why they're nude.
When I think of
The
loin, I
caveman
think
look.
of fruit of your loin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just covering your private parts.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your private parts.
Your private parts.
You mean your penis?
No, your vagina.
Oh, shit.
Also
Oh.
your penis. Okay.
You just have a tiny penis.
Well,
Unless you build... Oh, never mind. It's probably different sizes.
I don't want to talk about penises.
Lame.
Scientifically, mermaids are known to not exist because of certain issues that they might have with thermoregulation, which is regulating your body temperature.
Just pulled that out of my drink.
Is that my hair?
That's definitely a Xena hair.
Oh. Wish it was mine.
Me too.
So they can't thermoregulate. So that's why they're known not to, because we're
Wait, what?
warm-blooded animals.
So what are they? Are they
And
cold-blooded?
fish are cold-blooded. There are some warm-blooded fish, but very, very rare.
So are they only found in cold places?
No, that's the issue. This is a scientific, this is why scientifically they can't technically exist because they can't
Oh.
thermoregulate. Because how do you
How
have
do they know that?
how do you have warm blood and then cold blood on the bottom of you? Like, doesn't work.
Magic?
No. Also, evolutionary, it's a mismatch because interspecies, like reproductive challenges.
You would have to be a human fucking a fish.
Yeah, so.
And that would be absolutely disgusting and bestiality. So I do not recommend that.
Can't do it.
I
Also-
wouldn't recommend it.
There are also digestive differences between mammals and fish.
See, I was talking about how they poop.
So.
What
And
do
also-
they eat?
Probably fish.
Mermaids eat fish?
Fish eat other fish. Or krill, I don't know. There's also obviously a lack of physical evidence that mermaids exist. We haven't found any skeletons washed up on the beach or in the ocean anywhere. You know, there's been some sort of evidence of some sort of like tools in the ocean, but you know, who knows how they got
Like
there.
a fork?
Yeah.
To brush their hair.
Carl Bantz wrote a scientific article, and it was supposed to be a parody. That's what he meant it to be, but a lot of people take it as a fact because it was posted in a scientific article.
Oh, that's
so
hella funny.
people are like, well, it's part of
Well, Carl's an
article.
expert, so...
yeah. So
Carl, you're a fraud!
there's that. But on the other hand, humans were once known to be one with animals according to ancient peoples. So that's why people think that this idea of mermaids coming along was something, because it was like we were known to be all one creature, supposedly. You know what I mean?
I don't like that.
Anyway. But according to oceanservice.noaa.gov,
.gov. Ooh.
there is no evidence of an aquatic humanoid ever being found. So, unless they're lying to us like they lied to us about the aliens,
They lie to us about everything.
that's true. Otherwise, in pop culture, like I said, there's a bunch of videos on TikTok about mermaids and sirens, and there's one in particular that I'm going to show you, and I'll put it in the video for you guys. David Zambrano on TikTok is known for catching their song on video, and I'll try to put the link in the description so you guys can watch it. He
You're gonna have
supposedly,
it in like a corner, right?
yeah, or just in the description where we have the writing,
Oh, okay.
so they can click on it. He's known to have disappeared from TikTok. I don't know if that's true or not, or if it's still true, but
Well, if you're gonna show me on camera, you should have it in the corner.
fine.
Or are you gonna show
I'll
me
have it in
off
the corner.
camera?
I'll show you off camera. Off camera.
Off or on?
Off.
Okay, then you have to show.
Okay. Also, in the Greenland Sea, there was
Why are you hiding that? Do you think I'm gonna drug you?
maybe.
I might.
I don't know what you're capable of.
I don't
You've
either.
said a lot of weird things on this
I
podcast.
always say a lot of weird things.
It's just force of habit, unfortunately. Anyway, in the Greenland Sea, there was a video also of a submarine. I don't know if you've seen that video. They're in the water in the submarine, and a webbed hand touches the window of the submarine.
I don't know if I've seen that.
I'll show that to you too. And that's everything I got, so I'm excited to see your reaction to the videos. I might just have the camera recording to see your reaction anyway. But that is it for the mermaids this time around.
Still didn't learn any science about their genitalia.
Sorry, I didn't put my whole brain-essy into
Your
the
whole
fucking
brain-essy!
anatomy of a fucking mermaid vagina.
You weren't thinking about that?
No.
That's the first thing
I was
of.
thinking of, and they were mermaids the whole time.
Dude, if I didn't learn about mermaids, I'd be like, I need to find out where the penises are.
I barely want to know where men's penises are. I don't want to know where mermen's penises
Well, I already know where they are. I want to see where, like, does it look like a normal penis, or is it a mermaid penis where it's shaped something different? Maybe it's shaped like an octagon.
Listen, if you want fish penis to show up on your Google history, that's fine with me.
Well, not particularly, but now that you mentioned mermaid genitalia, I would like to know what mermaid genitalia looks like.
We encourage you to do your own research.
I do mine!
And that's why I don't do that, because you can do that. I don't want to know that. Why? Because I don't.
Lame.
You can search that on your own, or get me really drunk first.
Fine. You didn't even want to take shots, so I don't want to hear it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sip your drink.
Anyway, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening.
Be sure to like and subscribe. Join us on YouTube, Spotify. I think we're on iHeartRadio now too.
What?
I added us there.
That's the randomest shit I've ever heard in my life. What the fuck?
I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
iHeartRadio!
Let me know. We're also on Apple Podcasts.
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcast, and now I guess iHeartRadio, Twitter. That's everything, right? Facebook.
Threads.
Threads.
We're on everything,
We're
but
on everything.
really just pay attention to Instagram and TikTok and
Yeah.
YouTube.
That's what we worked most on.
We do. We post a lot of, like I said, behind the scenes stuff, and we're hoping to post a lot more on TikTok of us because you guys don't really know us, so we'd love to share our personalities with you.
It's also why we're bringing back making the drinks.
Yes,
Because
I think it would be fun. So
you guys want to see more than just us talking about facts, so. Or mermaid
Yes.
genitalia. But, yeah.
sure,
Anyways.
everyone loves the vagina talk.
Oh, absolutely. Who doesn't love vagina talk?
I was gonna say gay men, but that's not true.
That's
They
not true.
do
They
love
love
vagina
vagina
talk.
talk. Everyone loves vagina talk.
That's
I have
true.
never met someone that doesn't like vagina talk.
You're right.
Come on. They're amazing.
You're right about that one.
Yeah.
And I don't know how else to end this episode, so
If you have vagina, you rock.
it's true. Thanks for joining us. We'll
Thanks.
see you next time.
Thanks for joining us.
Good
Good
night.
night.